When I was 15 years old, I was called to children's ministry in Tijuana, Mexico. I was on a missions trip and I heard the voice of God just say, "Faith, you're called and you're set apart for ministry." I started looking into universities and I found the University of Valley Forge. I actually entered into their dual enrollment program and that's how I landed here.
I was applying for my second semester at the community college that I was attending at the time. Once I was ready to fill out the form, I believe God put on my heart to apply for the University of Valley Forge. I went for it and the Lord just brought me through that whole process and kind of took care of me.
I was praying, like, Lord, where do you want me to be? And as I was searching through the University of Valley Forge site, I just saw the music education major and I thought, wow, that's amazing. The Lord told me that I could do both, music and education, because I love them both and I didn't want to do one without the other.
What drew me here is the deep and personal relationship that we continue to draw closer and draw nearer to Him, and just discovering how that is intertwined into business throughout the workforce, and how to keep that spiritual emphasis and spiritual character in the marketplace.
Coming all the way from India and being born in a pastor's home, my biggest concern was that I was going to come all the way here to the U.S. and be blown away by the glamour of a college in America with friends in a country where there was no supervision. My parents were all the way in the other part of the world, but UVF played a great role, and so I was able to get plugged into chapel. A lot of professors poured into me over the last 4 years.
I knew that the Lord wanted me here, and I knew that He was going to provide a way for me to come here. And just auditioning here at the University of Valley Forge and getting that music scholarship was such a blessing, and I knew that the Lord definitely provided a way like He said He would.
Because of the scholarships, I've been able to experience the spirit-filled loving community that makes disciples, and I was able to have friends. I was able to volunteer in things I never thought I'd be able to volunteer in. I've been able to be a part of the worship team. I've been able to be an ARA, a small group facilitator. Without scholarships, I would not have had the time or the opportunity to do all those things.
Very grateful for the digital media department, especially to Professor Lee Bellotta and Professor Tim Jackson, who have helped me the last 4 years. I've been able to get started right away in chapel as a freshman. For a 19-year-old student all the way from India, this was very exciting.
Dr. Dippold has been an advocate for my education. He cares deeply about my spiritual growth, about my success academically, and even when I started to pursue a master's degree, he came alongside of me, not because it was his job, but because he cared about my future and he cares about what I care about.
I don't know what would have happened if I didn't have professors that truly believed in me and encouraged me to be the best that I can be, and they see the calling on my life and they respect that and they want to grow it.
Everybody here has a spirit in them that loves the Lord and wants to experience His presence, and then that community builds you up, and that's what's a part of being Valley Forge, being built up in that spirit-filled, loving community.
I think that's intertwined in everything that we do, in the classroom, outside the classroom, with friends. Just having that culture that's supportive and wanting you to build spiritually is something that I don't feel like you get anywhere else.
I was leaving behind my mom, my dad, and my siblings, and I was coming here to a country where I had no one. When I came here, I was able to get plugged in, and people poured into me.
I've grown so much spiritually and just personally as an individual, just living in the real world, but also living in the real world as a Christian who chases after Jesus and truly loves Him with all my heart.
Valley Forge is a place where the Spirit resides and the Spirit moves, and the Spirit directs people here and leads people here to the true calling that God has placed on their life.